Have you ever felt like your legs just aren't as steady as they used to be? Those mornings when simply standing up from a chair makes your knees tremble and your balance waver. It's easy to blame age, but the truth is, it might not be age at all. Your body could simply be missing a few essential nutrients it once had in abundance. Today, as a doctor who has spent more than 30 years working with patients over 60, I want to share with you 5 vitamins that science has proven can help restore your leg strength, improve your stability, and help you walk with confidence again. One strong step at a time. Number 1. Vitamin B12 activates nerves and muscles. There are mornings when simply standing up from a chair feels like your legs just won't cooperate. I understand that feeling because so many of my patients in their 60s and 70s have told me the very same thing. I remember one of them, Margaret, a retired music teacher who had spent her whole life standing in front of students. Just a few years after retiring, she began feeling numbness in her feet, walking slower, and even losing her balance at times. When she came to my clinic, her blood work showed a severe vitamin B12 deficiency, something far more common than most people realize. Vitamin B12 may be small, but it plays an enormous role in your body. Think of it as the electrical wire that allows your brain and your muscles to communicate. When that wire shorts out, when your B12 levels drop, the signals get scrambled. You feel tingling, numbness, or weakness. Some people even say their legs feel like they belong to someone else. As we age, our ability to absorb B12 from food decreases. The stomach produces less acid, the intestines absorb less efficiently, so even if you're eating well, your body can still be quietly starving for this vital nutrient. That's why I always tell my patients over 60 to check their B12 levels regularly and supplement when needed. I often recommend sublingual B12 tablets or doctor-prescribed injections because these methods send the vitamin directly into your bloodstream, bypassing a sluggish digestive system. And when those B12 levels are restored, something remarkable happens. The numbness fades, your muscles respond more quickly, and every step starts to feel lighter and more confident. A study from Tufts University found that nearly 20% of Americans over 60 are B12 deficient without realizing it. This not only affects nerves and muscles, but also reduces red blood cell production, leading to fatigue, shortness of breath, and dizziness. The good news is that with proper treatment, most of these symptoms can be reversed. So next time your legs feel weak or a bit numb, don't just shrug it off as getting old. Think of vitamin B12, the quiet friend of your nervous system and your muscles. You deserve to walk with strength, to greet each morning with energy. And sometimes, something as small as restoring your B12 can give you back that feeling of vitality and freedom. One steady step at a time. Number 2. Vitamin C boosts elasticity and regenerates connective tissues. I want you to imagine this. You're walking through a quiet park on a cool morning. Sunlight filters gently through the trees. Each step feels light, no stiffness in your knees, no heaviness in your legs. Your steps move freely, almost as if your legs are breathing, flexible, balanced, alive. It sounds simple, but that feeling of freedom doesn't just happen by chance. Your body needs a quiet builder working behind the scenes, vitamin C. Most people think vitamin C is only for boosting immunity or fighting off colds. But after more than 30 years working with patients over 60, I can tell you this. Vitamin C is one of the best-kept secrets for keeping your legs not just strong, but truly flexible, like they once were. Think of it as the body's natural glue, the ingredient that holds your connective tissues, tendons, and muscles together through collagen. If collagen is the scaffolding that supports your body, then vitamin C is the architect that keeps that structure strong and resilient over time. One of my patients, Helen, age 66, once told me that every morning her knees made a cracking sound when she got out of bed. Just a few steps, and her joints would stiffen. She had tried all sorts of joint supplements, but nothing worked until she started taking vitamin C daily, along with more fresh fruits and vegetables. When she came back for a checkup, she smiled and said, "Doctor, I never thought one glass of orange juice each morning could make me feel this different." Science agrees with her. Vitamin C helps rebuild connective tissue, reduces inflammation in small joints, and strengthens blood vessel walls, improving circulation to your leg muscles. When your circulation is strong, your muscles receive more oxygen and nutrients, helping them recover faster and move more gracefully. I often tell my patients, let your food become your natural medicine. A salad with red bell peppers, a few slices of kiwi, or simply a fresh glass of orange juice, that's already a micro-workout for your body's healing system. And if you can't get enough through your diet, 500 to 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C per day is a safe and effective way to fill the gap. But what I really want you to remember isn't just the dosage, it's the mindset. True strength doesn't come from what we do once in a while, it comes from the small, loving habits we repeat every day. Vitamin C might not make you 10 years younger, but it can help you feel young again. In every step, in every movement, as your body responds with grace and ease. Like an old friend waking up after a long rest. So start today, with one glass of orange juice, one smile, and one promise to yourself. I won't let my legs stop moving just because I'm getting older. Number 3. Vitamin E improves blood circulation and enhances leg endurance. I want you to imagine this. You're walking through the park in the late afternoon. The sun is slipping through the trees, a soft breeze brushes past your face. But your legs begin to feel heavy, like each step is weighed down by iron. You stop for a moment, rub your calves, and ask yourself, what am I doing wrong? I eat well, I take care of myself, so why do my legs feel this tired? I've heard that question hundreds of times, and often the answer lies in something small, something most people overlook. Vitamin E. Vitamin E is like a cool, gentle wind that helps your blood flow freely throughout your body. It keeps your blood vessels open and flexible, preventing blockages and ensuring oxygen and nutrients reach every muscle fiber in your legs. When circulation slows down, your body sends you signals. Heavy legs, soreness, or that dull ache that shows up after a short walk. One of my patients, Robert, 68, once told me, "Doctor, I can't even walk 3 blocks without having to stop. It's like my legs have lost their life." When we tested him, he showed signs of vitamin E deficiency, an essential antioxidant that protects the lining of blood vessels from damage. After just a few months of adding almonds, sunflower seeds, and a simple vitamin E supplement to his routine, Robert was back to his morning walks, this time without needing to rest halfway. What's remarkable is that vitamin E doesn't just help your blood flow, it also fights oxidative stress, one of the major causes of aging inside the body. I often tell my patients, you can't stop time, but you can help your body move through it more gently. And vitamin E is one of the strongest allies in that journey. If you're wondering, "Doctor, do I need a lot of it?" The answer is no. You don't need much, just consistency. Around 100 to 200 international units per day is enough. You can get it naturally from foods like avocado, sunflower seeds, or a handful of almonds. And if you use a supplement, choose one that includes a blend of different tocopherols. They're absorbed better than the single-form alpha-tocopherol found in many basic pills. I often pair vitamin E with vitamin C or CoQ10 because together they act like a defensive team against cell damage, keeping your circulation smooth and your energy steady. It's as if your body becomes a well-oiled machine again, moving freely, easily, alive. But the most important thing I want you to remember is this. Strength doesn't just come from muscles, it comes from flow. The flow of blood, of energy, and of belief that you can still move forward with confidence. Give your legs that chance, nourish them from the inside out, a little each day, with vitamin E. Number 4. Vitamin D3, the foundation of strength and balance. I want you to picture this. It's a quiet winter morning, soft sunlight filters through your window and gently warms your hands. You step outside, take a deep breath, and feel that warmth soak into your skin. That simple, comforting moment, that's not just sunlight. That's the light of health. It's nature's way of giving you one of its most powerful gifts. Vitamin D3, what I like to call the vitamin of strength and balance. I've met so many older patients who tell me, "Doctor, I eat well, I sleep enough, but I still feel weak. I still lose my balance so easily." And almost every time, they have one thing in common: a vitamin D3 deficiency. You see, vitamin D doesn't just strengthen your bones, it acts like a key that unlocks your muscles' ability to function properly. When your D3 levels drop, the muscle fibers in your legs, especially your calves and thighs, begin to lose power. Suddenly, simple tasks like climbing stairs, getting out of a chair, or stepping off a curb feel harder than they should. I'll never forget one of my patients, Helen, 72 years old. She fell in her kitchen one morning just from turning too quickly. When we ran her blood tests, her vitamin D3 levels were shockingly low, barely half of what they should be. We started her on a simple routine, 1000 IU of D3 every morning, taken with a meal that included healthy fats like eggs or avocado. 3 months later, she came back for a follow-up, smiling, standing taller, and proudly said, "Doctor, I can climb stairs again." Vitamin D3 is like the coordinator between calcium, magnesium, and muscle protein. It helps your body absorb calcium efficiently and makes your muscle fibers react faster and stronger. And here's something amazing. Early morning sunlight can provide a significant portion of your daily D3. Just 10 to 15 minutes in the sun can help your body naturally create what it needs to stay strong. I always remind my patients, treat every morning as a healing opportunity. Step outside, breathe deeply, and let the sunlight touch your skin. That's one of the simplest, most natural ways to rebuild strength from within. And if you live in a cloudy region or have trouble absorbing sunlight, don't hesitate to take a D3 supplement, cholecalciferol, the form your body absorbs best. One important note, vitamin D is fat-soluble, which means it's best taken with a meal containing healthy fats, olive oil, salmon, or avocado, to ensure proper absorption. You know, I've always believed the human body has an incredible ability to heal itself. It just needs the right conditions. And vitamin D3 is one of those conditions. Simple, natural, but profoundly powerful. Number 5. Vitamin K2, the calcium guide nutrient for bones and blood vessels. I often tell my patients, it's not about how much calcium you take each day. It's about whether your body knows where to put it. And that's exactly why I want you to understand vitamin K2, a nutrient many people overlook, yet it quietly plays one of the most important roles in keeping your bones strong and your blood vessels flexible. Two things that determine the strength and stability of your legs after 50. You see, many of my patients drink milk, take calcium supplements, and still end up with osteoporosis, or even worse, calcified arteries. When I tell them that calcium can sometimes go to the wrong places, they're often shocked. Instead of going into the bones, calcium can attach to the artery walls, making them stiff, slowing circulation, and gradually robbing the legs of warmth and flexibility. I want you to imagine this. Your body is like a construction site. Calcium is the stack of bricks, and vitamin K2 is the engineer directing where those bricks should go. Without K2, the bricks pile up in the wrong places. But when you have enough, every piece falls perfectly into place. Bones grow denser and stronger, while blood vessels stay smooth and flexible. When circulation improves, your leg muscles receive more oxygen and energy. You'll feel it. Every time you stand, walk, or climb stairs, your movements become lighter, more fluid, more confident. I remember one of my patients, George, age 72. He once told me, "Doctor, my legs always feel cold and heavy, like they're wrapped in lead." A scan later showed early signs of arterial calcification. We started him on a daily combination of vitamin K2 and D3, along with a diet rich in leafy greens and fermented foods. 3 months later, George came back smiling. "For the first time in years, I can walk around the park without my feet going numb." Sometimes the body just needs the right kind of guidance, and it heals itself in the most amazing ways. You can find vitamin K2 in fermented cheeses like Gouda and Brie, in egg yolks, and in natto, a traditional Japanese fermented soybean dish. If it's hard to get enough from food, a supplement of 90 to 120 micrograms per day is a great option, especially when paired with vitamin D3. D3 helps your body absorb calcium, while K2 ensures that calcium ends up where it belongs, building bones, not blocking arteries. Science calls this the calcium transport mechanism. But I like to think of it more simply. K2 keeps the flow of life inside you free and open. So if your legs have been slowing down lately, maybe your body isn't getting weaker. Maybe it's just waiting for a little direction from vitamin K2. You know, good health doesn't come from magic. It comes from the small habits we repeat every single day. A morning vitamin, a nourishing meal, a few minutes of walking under the sun. They may seem simple, but these little choices are what keep your legs strong and your spirit steady. If you're 60 or older, please remember this. Your body still has the power to recover, to grow stronger, as long as you care for it and listen to it. Every step you take today is a gift you're giving to your future self. Thank you for spending your time with me on this journey. 5 vitamins for stronger legs after 60. If this video brought you value, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone you care about. Because sometimes just one small reminder today could help someone else walk a little stronger tomorrow.